What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another trade recap. As you can see, we are here in the dojo. I'm gatekeeping a little bit because I'm going to give you the full tour during the vlog. Wanted to show you the trades we actually took this morning. Absolutely smacked NQ during the pre-market. Actually went 3 for 3. My computer was glitching out a little bit on this one, but we'll cover that inside of the recap. All right, what is going on, folks? Bit of a different recap for you today. As you can see, I've taken a lot more trades than normal, and I've decided to trade the pre-market today. And simply because I've been getting a lot of questions about pre-market. Some of my students are not available for the full 9:30 session, so I wanted to just recap this, show you guys that the model works in these sessions as well. So what we got here, guys, we got 3 trades. You'll have to forgive me on the second one because my limit orders were messing up. So they were removing my stop loss, adding it back. So I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna play it safe. Closed at a 1 to 5, but this ran all the way for about a 1 to 3.6. And you can see from the other trades, had a nice 4.4, had a nice 2.6R, and the P&L is right there. So 20 accounts, guys, about K each. So we'll go ahead and dive into these setups here, and we'll show you guys the top and bottom tick, the rejection block during the pre-market session. So I arrived here about 7 o'clock, or slightly after 7. So we'll go ahead and rewind the chart here. We'll navigate back up to our 15-minute time frame, and we'll get things started, guys. So the first thing that I noticed is that we had a new day opening gap. So you can see here when this new daily candle opened up here on Monday, we formed a bullish new day opening gap. We were also at a daily wick CE, so I knew we had some sort of kind of resistance from the upper portion, but we also had very good reason to go up as well. We got previous week's high, and overall we are pricing pretty bullishly. Now if we drop down to the 4-hour, you can see that we were also pricing off a 4-hour order block mean threshold, but really nothing on the 4 in terms of bullish levels, aside from maybe the IFEG right there. So my main focus was really that new day opening gap, guys. So coming down back to the 15-minute, you can see I was simply waiting for that to get touched, and then I wanted to see a rejection block off of that new day opening gap. We form a nice rejection block, and we also still had order block mean threshold that we can price to, and we did touch the bottom of the order block, but this would be our main drawn liquidity up here. So decided to take that first one, guys. I had my rejection block right here. I put the order down here, but for some reason, I don't know why, my limit orders were just acting up today. So I actually got in at a way worse entry. I'm actually glad that my stop loss didn't get ran, but you can see the order would have been down here in the ideal scenario. You can see price taps into that rejection block there. We get into the trade, and then from there we actually run up for about a 1 to 4. So I take my first TP at a 1 to 4. So I took my partial there, and then I was holding for the rest of this order block mean threshold up here originally, move stop to break even, and then I was just coming down, so I decided to close it a bit early. So that was the first trade. So hit for about a 1 to 4.4, and then from there the rest was stopped out in profit. Now this second trade here, I actually took this off of the new week opening gap, and the new week opening gap was also layered with this low down here. So I was mainly anticipating a sweep of this low to go back up into that order block mean threshold and the order block here that we left behind. So I'll go ahead and fast forward the chart there. You can see it prices nicely into that new week opening gap consequent encroachment, and I was initially aiming for that order block up there. Nice 1 to 3. You can see that does get hit, but like I said, they kept removing my stop loss, so I thought, you know what, we're just going to play it safe, and we're going to close that trade early. And now for the last trade, we actually ended up forming another rejection block, and you can see we form a nice rejection block off of that new week opening gap consequent encroachment. So I decided, let's go ahead, use some low risk, and we'll take that one as well. So drew out that one, obviously placed it at that rejection block right there. and then you can see we get filled on that, and very quickly we hit TP. So that was a 1 to 2.6. I actually took partial a little bit earlier than a 1 to 3, and I let the rest rock, got the rest stopped at break even. So not too shabby, guys. We went 3 for 3 today. Would have been a lot more if we hadn't encountered those issues with our stop losses and stuff like that, the limit orders acting up. But regardless of what happens in the market, whether it's a technical issue or something the market does, the only correct response is to follow your rules and to play it safe and not force any outcomes. So that's exactly what we did, guys, and we still made it out with some insanely good profit. So if you guys want to learn this strategy, go ahead and click the top right corner. You can watch my video on rejection blocks. Other than that, links in description for everything, and we will see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed, everybody.